Hi everyone, Tom Offit here. Welcome to BUS 115 Personal Finance. During the next 16 weeks, we're going to be talking about some fundamental concepts and components of managing your personal finances. For example, we'll be talking about creating a personal balance sheet and a cash flow statement. We'll cover budgeting and taxes, credit, insurance, investing, and some areas of estate planning. You'll complete a personal financial plan, which will help you put these topics into practice. When you log into the course, the first thing you're going to see is the home page, which you see here. I encourage you to take some time to explore each of the menu items in the left navigation column over here, especially if this is your first online class. Pay special attention to announcements and modules and discussion navigation link. I make lots of announcements, so please check the announcements on a regular basis, at least 3 to 4 times each week. You can get to announcements by clicking on the Announcements tab here, and that will display any announcements that have been posted. You see here's one special for online students. You simply click on the link and it will take you to that announcement. Or if you're on the home page, at the very top, you'll see listed the most recent announcements. Let's take a look at the modules page for just a minute. On this page at the very top is the course calendar. When you open the course calendar, you'll see the assignments for the course are separated by modules, module 1, 2, 3, and so forth. In here you see the description of the assignment, in module 1 the due date for the assignment, and then you also see the points that are associated with each of those assignments. For example, in Module 1, begin with an introduction discussion. The initial post is due on August 25th, which is a Thursday. Most all the discussions are due on Thursday. There might be some exceptions, but most of the initial posts are due on Thursday. And then the replies are due on August 28th, which is a Sunday. Most of the replies and these assignments are due on Sunday. There, again, are some exceptions, so pay special attention to those due dates. For the discussions, at least 2 replies to classmates are required. This course is an auto-access program at OTC, which means you'll have access to the digital content for the course through Canvas on the first day automatically. But this is what the course calendar looks like. So if you look at Module 2, it includes the Connect assignments and a quiz, Chapter 2 quiz. Here's Step 1 of the Personal Financial Plan. There's a complete description of each step of this financial plan further down in the modules page that we'll go to in just a minute. Back to modules. So you see here, personal financial plan, open that link, and it describes each step of the personal financial plan. There will be more detail available to you when that assignment is due in the modules section and in announcements. Further down, back to modules, further down, here is about proctoring requirements. We require at least one proctored event for each course. Our proctored event for this class will be the 11.3 Chapter 11 quiz. You'll have a week to complete the proctored quiz. If you're not filtered or familiar with proctoring requirements, just open this link, proctoring requirements, and review the requirements for proctoring. If you're going to be taking your proctored quiz offline, off campus, then there's some additional information on how to do that right here. So let's back to modules. If you look at each of the modules, let's go down to Module 1. Here is an overview. Each module has an overview. There's the introduction discussion I mentioned earlier, the reading assignments for each module, and then the Connect assignment and the Chapter 1 quiz. To access the Connect assignments and the quiz, just click on the link. And if this is your first time to use Connect, you might be prompted to set up your account. So if you are, Connect information, setting up an account, getting started with Connect, there's some videos in here. There's a link for Connect support if you're having technical issues. There's an email address, there's a chat box, there's also a toll-free number there. And I should say that I don't often have issues with Connect, but when we do, they are outstanding about helping us work through those. And so that would be your point of contact if you're having a Connect technical issue. The third area down here, Connect and SmartBook orientation videos. There's some additional videos in here. When you see the term SmartBook or SB, that's just also a part of the Connect assignments, and so it's just a little different structure, and they call it SmartBook. So you'll see that also. All right, back to Module 1. There's additional materials for each of the chapters or each of the modules. For example, here's a Chapter 1 narrated video. There's another video in there about Chapter 1. Further down there are, I'm sorry, a PowerPoint. And then further down there are some videos about each of the topics or many of the topics that are covered. If you look at Module 2, you see here's a Chapter 2 narrated PowerPoint, additional readings that you can take advantage of. And then also some more videos about the topics in Chapter 2 that are available to you. These are not required. They are just additional materials that are available that might help you get a better understanding of the concept and content that we're studying. I think you'll find that the narrated PowerPoint will be especially helpful to you when you're completing each part of your financial plan, this narrated PowerPoint here. Okay, let's look at the grades button, the next one here. When you click on the grades navigation button, it'll show you each of the assignments on the left side here. It'll also show you those due dates. It'll show you the points that are available for that assignment. And once those assignments are graded, you'll see the score or the points applied in this column here. You get feedback on all the work that you submit. For example, for all the discussions and the personal steps of the personal financial plan, you will always get feedback, and you'll be able to view that from this area here. I don't always make comments about the Connect or SmartBook assignments because they're automatically graded, but the discussions and the steps of the financial plan, you will get feedback, and you can access it through the grades button. There's 2 exams for the semester. One is a midterm. Scroll down here, and yeah, there's a midterm exam right here after Module 8, or at the end of Module 8, and then at the very end of the course, there is a final exam. It's a comprehensive final that covers everything that we've covered during the semester. I have online office hours available. We'll use a teleconferencing tool called Zoom. So I'm going to go back up here to modules. And I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom of the modules page. Then you'll see online office hours, Zoom online office hours. Zoom allows us to talk to each other in real time. We can review your assignments, answer any questions you might have about those assignments, or really anything else about the course. Online office hours are available by request. Just let me know if you want to get together using Zoom, and we'll arrange a time when we can meet. And then all you have to do is simply click on the link here, and I'll be there. Zoom is a very useful tool. I really encourage you to use it if you have a need. You might want to start by reviewing the syllabus up here. Uh, this course syllabus tab or navigation link will actually show you a printable or copy of the syllabus. This second syllabus tab here will actually provide a link that will allow you to print a hard copy of the syllabus if you would like to have one. And you also might find the summary to be useful. Here are the dates for assignments and when they're due, and then this is the detail of those assignments. For example, so August 28th, these are the assignments that are due, and on September 4th, these are the assignments that are due. Okay, well that's enough to get us started. Please post any questions about the course to the Student Commons Forum in the discussion area. That allows everyone to benefit from your questions. To get to Student Commons, you simply click on Discussions. Here, you go all the way to the top. Here's Student Commons. Open that link, and then click Reply. On the left side here, enter your question, post, and then we'll be able to see what your question is. Actually, all your classmates will be able to access the Student Commons Forum, and so they may be able to provide you with some insight or some help with your question that you might have a little more quickly than what I can. But in any event, if they have a similar question, they can benefit from the feedback in the Student Commons area. If you have questions of a personal nature, such as grades, please contact me via the OTC email. That's moffittc@otc.edu. Please use your OTC email address for any contacts or getting email messages to me. The filters are set up so that OTC email is often the only messages that get through. So if you use some other type of email form, then I may not see your message. Well, I look forward to meeting all of you, and I will see you online.